Hello, welcome to Camp Chat. I'm knynman Rog, and today I have my co-host with me, Matt the Southwest Backpacker.
Hey,
welcome
guys.
back from your trip.
Thank you very much.
And I have Terry Bergamo with us.
Hey guys.
And I also have James Blackburn, both of them special guests. I'm glad they could set in with us today. Today we are shooting on location in the SawTooth Mountains, just a little bit north of Daddle, west central New Mexico. It is November 13th, is that right, guys? Or 14th?
November 12th.
12th. Okay, it's
yeah.
November 12th, and it is the most beautiful November day in New Mexico you could ever want.
Absolutely beautiful.
It is just great. So I want to thank you guys for setting in with us. This is cool.
Absolutely.
I think this is going to be one of our last camp chats for the season, episode 8.
Episode 8.
It's been a good run.
Yeah, it has. You've put out a lot of episodes.
We've done a lot of stuff, and I got to thank you because you've done a lot to help me get this project going.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad I could
you've been a big part of it. Yeah, absolutely. And as far as Terry, we've been members of the High Desert Gaming Society for 28 years. We've been gaming together.
Known each other for a long time.
Known Terry for a long time. James Blackburn, I've known for a few years now. I'm glad to have him come aboard with our outings and camping adventures, and also Game Club as well.
Well, appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed being part of it. It's been a wonderful knowing you guys on my side as well, so thank you.
Yeah, well, it's been great having you. You've been a great addition.
Absolutely.
And that's why we asked you along for this trip out here to the Daddles and have a little bit of relaxing time, do some camp chat and some filming and just some brotherhood adventure, type of thing.
Sure.
Yeah, been a good time. I thought I would talk a little bit about our past camp chats. Of course, this is our first season, and our first one we did was at Matt's place out in Daybreak.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
we just kind of sat down for a little chat. We didn't really know what we were going to do, how we were going to do it. We just kind of sat down and did it.
Just had an idea, thinking maybe we could do some kind of an episode series that was talking about trips or whatever.
Yeah, and doing them on scene where we're at. That's the whole idea.
Right, to do them on scene where we're at.
We got a campfire going behind us, and this is the perfect setting and scene, so this is why we kind of thought we would do it. Now, the next episode of Camp Chat that we did right in this very spot.
Yes, we did.
And you did an awesome presentation with all the backpacking gear and stoves and the water filter. And
brought all the gear out, laid it out. We went through all of the gear that I would normally bring on a backpacking trip, the lightweight stuff, and then maybe not the light so weight stuff, but a bunch of different options that you could go through.
Yeah.
And that was a great camp chat. Yeah.
It was. It went a little bit longer than I wanted, but I wanted him to cover all the cool stuff that he brought because it was really, really informative. I learned a lot, and because of some of the stuff that he brought along kind of influenced me on my alcohol stove that I bought the Trangia because of what you showed. So
it works really well.
I thought that was cool. And then the third camp chat we did, we had James Blackburn with us, didn't we? Wasn't that in the Ojito Wilderness?
That was up in the Ojito Wilderness.
That was a fun trip, and it was a great camp chat as well. Thanks for interviewing me on that one.
Yeah, no, I was honored to have you with us. In case you aren't aware, James Blackburn has spent a lot of time in front of the camera, behind the camera, somewhere around 100 shows you've dealt with?
Yeah, 100 TVs and movies over the last 12 years. So
right.
It's been an interesting life for the last decade or so.
Well, I got to say, James is full of information when it comes to working in front of the camera and behind the camera, so I really appreciate all of his advice that he has. And on top of that, he's how many Emmy winner? 2 Emmy winners?
Yep, 2-time Emmy Award winner.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And to properly term it, though, it has to be called a Rocky Mountain Regional Emmy Award. Legally, that's the terminology I have to use for it. It's still in the Emmy family. And thank you for congratulating me. It blows my mind. I still can't hardly believe I got 2 of those at home, and they were hard earned. I mean, I put the work, I put the time in, but I never expected the time and the work to lead to something like that. So I'm still blown away by it.
Yeah. Well, your hard work has proved that that people enjoyed it and watched it, and you ended up with the Emmy. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, and thank you. And folks, I want to say real quick, let my story inspire you. I came from a very rough background and upbringing. I didn't go to college. I didn't go to film school. That Emmy only came through blood, sweat, and tears, and being honest, working hard, and being reliable. Do what you say and say what you do, and you too can achieve wonderful things just like I have. I'm absolutely, like I said, blown away that I got that. But if I can do it, anybody can.
Excellent. Yep. Be loyal to your cause and you can make it.
Yep.
Yep, that's for sure. So Matt, the next camp chat we did, we were going to do that in the San Pedro Parks Wilderness, right?
Do that one in the San Pedro Parks Wilderness.
We hiked up to the San Pedro Parks Wilderness. We spent the first night at the trailhead, and the next day we walked a good 6 miles in.
We did.
And we had planned on staying there for a bit. And then you want to explain to us?
We got real close, and that evening we were busting up some firewood, and I ended up busting up my lower leg pretty seriously, and of course that was in one of the camp chats, and had to cut our trip short, so we had to hike out. But I think about 2 to 4 weeks later, it was about a month later, we went back up.
No, let me correct you now. It was 8 weeks.
Okay,
it was 8 weeks to the day.
8 weeks.
Now before we get to that, do you have something to say?
No, I was just 8 weeks to the day.
Almost 8 weeks to the day. Yeah, it was.
8 weeks to the day.
Yeah, you recovered pretty quickly.
It was pretty quick recovery.
You
did.
I was amazed too.
Yeah.
But so we didn't get that camp chat done. We had to come back early, and I finished my video with Matt in the hospital after surgery, and he was there for 3 days. So it was definitely a serious injury, and it scared me, and I know it scared you.
It scared me.
And once we got back to the hospital, I could breathe easy knowing that you were going to be okay.
Yes.
But that was a trying situation. But after he got out of the hospital, a couple days later, we had our next episode of Camp Chat in Matt's backyard.
Yes, we did.
He was all bandaged up, and we just wanted to kind of let everyone know how Matt was doing and how he was feeling, and things were successful, but there was going to be some healing time.
Yep. It was a nasty injury, and thank you to knynman Rog for everything he did to help, apply the first aid and get me out of there, get me back to the hospital.
Well, there's no thanks necessary, man. We take care of each other when we're out here, and that's what keeps us together.
Absolutely.
You guys did okay.
Yeah. We did it.
Did okay.
Yep.
Took care of each other.
It was a little trying, but
figured it out.
Yeah.
You did okay.
Yeah. One of the cool things about coming back from that trip is Matt slipping down the mountain with blood all over, and we come across a group of young ladies who belong to do you remember the organization that they were with? I apologize because they're probably going to watch this.
It was
because we gave them some shirts.
Okay, I haven't heard this.
And yes, it was there was a couple of sponsors and probably 15 teenage girls.
Okay.
All hiking together. And we turned them on to a couple of shirts and talked to them for a minute. But those were the first people that we had seen in a couple of days, and it was kind of interesting because they saw Matt's injury and they were obviously concerned. And we told them we had the situation under control.
We told them we were doing okay, but we definitely got some looks from it. And one of them had recognized the Southwest Backpacker channel as we were filming that section, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. And Matt gets recognized quite often at trailheads.
Usually at the trailhead.
Yeah,
familiarity.
A lot of people know Matt, and him wearing his Southwest Backpacker shirt kind of sticks out too.
It does.
That's a well-known kind of name around here.
It does.
So after
I've been with him once or twice when he's been recognized by strangers, and it's pretty cool to watch it happen.
Absolutely.
I have
Terry has too. He's witnessed
I have
it as well.
too.
Yeah, we've all
I
seen
can attest to it.
Yeah, that's cool. So after the camp chat in your backyard,
yes,
the next one was back up where we originally planned on doing it, isn't it?
I believe it was. Back up at the San Pedro Parks.
You did one when you went back in.
Yes,
we 8 weeks. Retrieve
8 weeks later,
okay.
we went back up to retrieve our gear, and it's been a bucket list of mine to walk part of the Continental Divide Trail.
Yes.
And while we were up there, I wanted to do an episode of Camp Chat. That was just part of the deal.
Yeah. Okay.
And we got up there and did an episode of Camp Chat on the Continental Divide Trail.
Pulled it off.
And I was pumped. It was exciting.
Pulled it off.
Yeah, it was exciting just to be there. And man, that was just a great trip.
It was a great trip. I was glad that we made it up there. The weather was okay, and we were able to do a pretty nice camp chat up there and talk along the Continental Divide and the Continental Divide Trail. And Yeah, that was a great trip.
That was a good 5 days, 4 nights up there. We spent a good deal of time up there.
We did.
You guys
And it
did
was-
4 nights?
We did 4 nights.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was
Lucky dog. Yeah,
beautiful.
sounds beautiful.
It was,
Yeah.
The weather was awesome. Couldn't ask for any better.
Yeah.
The first day, it rained a little bit on the way up there, but it wasn't anything serious.
Right.
And
Yeah.
what month was that when you guys went back?
That was the
that was-
third week in August, I
Yes,
believe.
yes, it was.
And what
Something
was
like
the
that?
weather like when you guys went back for that time? Was it hot during the day, or was it kind of a little more mild?
I think it was a little bit more mild. Definitely, there was tons and tons of raspberries all around. So
Wow.
they must have had a chance to ripen up because we didn't see those when we went up
First time.
the first time.
Right.
Very
yeah.
cool.
So we were picking raspberries all over the place. And,
Well, that first day it rained on us,
it did.
but we were walking 6 miles, and it was actually refreshing to have a little bit of drizzle. Kept us from getting hot.
Yeah,
Wasn't
and
too
we,
bad.
Wasn't
we
too
stayed
hot.
fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too
Nice.
hot.
Yeah, and then
Very cool.
after that it cleared up. It was a great trip.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next camp chat. Didn't we do that down in the Chama Canyon Wilderness
Yes, we did.
at my place? And we set up the camp right next to the river.
Yep.
And we saw some turkeys and saw some deer, and we did an episode of Camp Chat there. The weather was another awesome weekend.
Another great
Very
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so fortunate to live here in the Southwest, where 90% of the time we have sunny, clear, warm
skies.
weather.
Magnificent
Yeah,
weather.
yeah, we're
Yes.
so lucky.
Truly
We're
blessed.
we're so
Yeah.
lucky. And then the next camp chat after that, Matt and Terry were floating the Green River in Utah.
Yes.
So I thought it would be okay, and I'm sure Matt would approve that we went up to Daybreak, where we originally
Absolutely.
started the series.
Yes.
And Rick Earthplay went with me, and he was. I was thankful for him to set in and co-host that particular show.
That was great.
And,
you guys did a good job.
yeah.
Rick did a good job.
Yeah, thanks. That's another nice place to just kind of get out of town, and
Yes.
it's close, and we can have a few cocktails and enjoy the great outdoors. And so that was kind of good going back to doing another camp chat there. I enjoyed that.
That's a great place to hang out for a weekend,
Right,
no doubt.
right.
Yeah, even when it's cold, you can go in there and make a nice fire and it stay warm.
When I was there last spring, we had a heck of a spring snowstorm, and I put
Oh.
that video on my channel there.
Yes.
That was a crazy snowstorm.
That was a good storm.
Yeah. So that leads us to where we are here today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we're here
that-
today, and
That was a lot of trips.
that was we've done a lot.
Yeah.
That was all in 2017?
That was all this, yes.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
a
we've
nice,
done all this.
That's a nice set of trips.
I wanted to try to get 8 in, and this is episode 8.
So the last one of 2017.
Yes, we're done with this season of Camp Chat.
Awesome.
And plan on doing at least 8 next summer, and perhaps even more, and show
Sure.
some different spots that we can go to.
Sure.
you know?
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
Very, very
fantastic.
cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm
Yeah.
It's a good
excited.
achievement,
and,
yeah.
and I'm thankful that I've had Matt to help me along here with the cameras and setting in and being a great co-host. And James, thanks for coming in and sitting in with us for a couple of times.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And of course, Terry, always thank you to you.
Dude,
We'll have
thanks
to
for
set you
including
in
me.
for another one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
and look into our High Desert Gaming Society stuff too,
Oh, yeah.
because we have a lot of that going on too. We're all members, and we do that every other Friday night. We put a lot of post out there on Facebook showing that.
Absolutely.
So we're always around each other. All right. Does anybody have anything they would like to say, James?
No, I just thank you guys for having me be a part of it. And if folks wouldn't mind checking out my YouTube channel as well, it's the
That's
James
right.
Blackburn Experience.
I'll put a link up, or
Appreciate it,
I'll post the information so you can look at the James
And
Blackburn
I'm,
Experience.
Over 700 videos on there, and 1 or 2 of them are actually pretty good. So if you filter through them, you'll find them.
All right.
Very
Well, very
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you for
You're
being on the show with
modest.
us, James.
You're being modest.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Terry, anything got to say there?
You know what? Just thank you for the opportunity. Always love coming out. Always enjoy being in the wilderness, being with good friends. So any opportunity is a blessing. So thank you, Roger.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being on.
Yeah, no worries.
And Matt, thank as always, man. I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, bud.
absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, so go to James' channel, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, check out his videos, hit the like button, leave any comments. Same with Matt, the Southwest Backpacker. Go to the Southwest Backpacker channel. He has got so much cool stuff, information stuff, demonstration stuff. You will never get bored. And any info or any comments or anything, leave on his channel. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber.
Thank you very much. I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
And then for me, for the knynman Rog's YouTube channel, questions, comments, please leave them down below. Hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. And also, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We plan on doing a lot more cool stuff, and gives you an opportunity to check it out. So thank you for watching Camp Chat, and thank you for watching the knynman Rog's YouTube channel. Thumbs up! Woo!